Today, let's talk about memberships. Kathy and I belong to several memberships and clubs, and we've been debating on whether or not we're paying too much. Do we really need them? We're trying to pare down what we have. So, you guys let me know in the comments below what ones work good for you and which ones don't. Now, it's not going to work the same for everybody. We want to pare ours down though because we have about 8 different memberships at the current time. Maybe 9. I'm trying to count them here. I've got them in front of me. Anyway, we'll go through them. If it works for you, let me know. If it doesn't, tell me why it doesn't. And if I don't have one listed that you like, let me know what it is and why you like it. And maybe that'll help us make a decision on what we want to get rid of and might want to pick one up. Anyway, the first one that we use is recreation.gov. If you're not familiar with recreation.gov, it's a free app. You can download it on your phone, and it will show you all the Corps of Engineer campgrounds. We use Corps of Engineer campgrounds probably 60 to 70% of our stays. We rarely stay anywhere else. If it's somewhere else, it's usually a state park or a KOA, or we go to boondocking. We'll get into that in a little bit later. But anyway, recreation.gov, when you book, it's a free download. But anyway, when you book a site at one of them, if you have an America the Beautiful card, that is for senior citizens and disabled. I believe you have to be 65 or disabled. Anyway, if you have that card, we actually have one. Kathy is disabled. You get half off. So Corps of Engineers are typically pretty cheap anyway. Like most nights are $25 a night or somewhere around that. So that would be $12.50 a night. Now, not all of them have full hookups either. Most Corps of Engineers only have water and power, and then they have a dump station. But they are redoing a lot of the Corps of Engineers that we've been to lately. And they're now putting sewer in them, so now you can get a full hookup. They are costing a few dollars more. I think the last one we just booked is $28 a night. So still, you figure that's $14 a night. That's still pretty daggum cheap for full hookups. And they have big sites. That's why we like them. You just don't feel crowded like you do in these RV resorts or the RV parks. KOAs are pretty good most of the time, but even in a KOA we feel cramped sometimes, so we really like Corps of Engineers when we can find them. So the next one is the National Parks. It's if you download the app, it'll have NPS, National Park Service, and we use it mainly. It's a free app also. You can download it on the App Store. Can't remember what the other phone is. I use the Apple phone anyway. The other, I think, is Google Store or something. Anyway, it's a free download, and we use it really just to look for national parks because it tells you all about them, where they're at, hours of operation. It's just a lot of information on the app. All Stays is another one we use. Now it's $34.95 a year for All Stays. That may be one we drop, but we do find it really helpful because we find places to stay for free on All Stays, predominantly at free places to stay. So what it shows us usually is where truck stops are at, where Cracker Barrels, and Cracker Barrel's got their own app, by the way. We just downloaded. I'll tell you about that in a minute, but it'll tell you where those are, rest stops. It tells you where all the free places are to stay. And most of the time they have reviews on them where people have actually put on there whether they really do allow you to park there, like Walmart. Some of them will, some won't. So look into that. If that's something that you think that you want to use, it's actually a really good app. We just have other things that we use that I just don't think we need that one anymore. So we're probably going to do away with that one. All right, the next one is Campendium. We use it to look for campgrounds, like the KOAs and private campgrounds. In fact, I think it was called Shady Lakes Campground. I think it was. It's in Louisiana. The last time we come back from Texas last month, that's where I found it. And it works pretty good for finding campgrounds and stuff. So I recommend you download that one. You don't have to pay to use that part of it. It may have a paid side to it. We just use the free part of it, and works pretty well. So we like the Campendium. Cracker Barrel. So back to Cracker Barrel. We just found out this last trip that Cracker Barrel actually has an app. Who knew? I guess somebody did, but I didn't know. The good thing is when you download it, you can, because we stay in the parking lot at night. We go in and ask the manager, and we've never had one tell us no. But we always eat dinner or breakfast with them. Well, with this card, you now get points for every time that you make a purchase, whether it's eating or at a gift shop or whatever it is. And after you get so many points, you can do free meals or a percentage off of something. So we really like that and didn't know it was a thing. So anyway, try that out next time you go on Cracker Barrel. Whether you camping or not, get you the card, because apparently you can get points and get free stuff. Not really free though, is it? You're paying to use that. They're just giving you some back occasionally. All right, Harvest Host. Harvest Host, we probably use that other 30% of the time or 25% of the time, because we do Corps of Engineer probably 70% or around. But Harvest Host is $99 a year. Now, we do the all access. Now, you don't have to have the all access. That's what we do. It works for us because it will give you, man, you can stay almost anywhere. You can stay at golf clubs. You can stay at country clubs. You can stay at wineries, distilleries, breweries, farms, private residence for some of them. You can stay at a lot of government places. So for us, it works really well. Now, we use Harvest Host and Corps of Engineer predominantly. Now, there are times where we will stay at the Cracker Barrels, especially like if you're just traveling, trying to get somewhere and you just get tired for the night. We hunt a Cracker Barrel wherever we're getting close to, that's where we stay. Or a Walmart. I don't like Walmarts though, and I know most of you don't like them. Sometimes it's necessary to have to do it, but I do not like Walmarts. They're always really noisy, and it seems like they always build them in the not so good neighborhoods. So we just try to avoid those. All right, now you got, I talked about recreation.gov, which is the Corps of Engineers. You guys go look that up, man. I'm telling you, that is probably the best bang for your buck out there. I just don't know where you stay any cheaper than that and have all the amenities that you want. Now, if you're looking for the swimming pool, they're not going to have that. If you're looking for I really don't know what else you'd look for other than that. Maybe some washer and dryer or something. But man, they're always sitting on a river, some kind of tributary somewhere. So it's always beautiful. The lots are huge. They have bathhouses, and they're always nice. And now, like I said, some of them have full hookups. So I really don't know what you're looking for unless you just want to be bougie and get out there and have a swimming pool and stuff. That's just not us. We just don't care about the swimming pool. Well, I'll take that back. Kathy cares about a swimming pool sometimes. Ed, yeah, he don't care about one. Anyway, Passport America is another one that we do. That's $44 a year, but it has all kinds of benefits, and I won't bore you with them. If you're interested in Passport America, go look at it. It has some really, really good benefits. Like, for instance, if you've got a campground and you find it on Passport America and it's one that's listed on their site, typically, not 100%, but typically, you will get 50% off of whatever the going rate is. So let's say it's $50 a night, it'll be $25. Now, some of those do have swimming pools out of them. So if that's what you're looking for, try out Passport America. It might work out for you. There's also a tiered system with it, so it might work out better for you if you want to do 2, 3, 5 years. If you decide you like it and you want to re-up the next year after you've tried it out, 2 years is $79, 3 years is $109, and 5 years is $179. So it is cheaper if you buy it in bulk. You might try that if you really like it. Now, we really like it. We just tried it for a year. We're about to come up for renewal. I probably will renew for 3 years this time. I don't want to go much longer than 3 because, let's face it, 3 years is a long time. So 3 years, I may not want to do what I'm doing now. So you figure out what works for you. So those are the ones that we use. There's probably some other ones that I'm forgetting that are free that I just use, like we use Google Maps and that kind of stuff to plan our trips. And there are some better apps out there, and we'll look at them. So if you guys have got a really good road trip planning app that works on a desktop or your mobile device, put it in the comments, because I'd really be interested in that. I'm looking for one that I can do other than Google Maps is fine, but it is really clunky to try to use, and I'd like to find something else that's actually made for that. So if you guys have got something and it's working for you, put it in the comments below. I would appreciate it. We're kind of at a crossroads with ours that we want to start dumping some of them because a lot of them are coming up for renewal. Like I said, we are going to keep the Harvest Host. We do use the recreation.gov a lot. Harvest Host, Cracker Barrel was, man, I had no idea about that. So look into that. Get the card. Works good. And America the Beautiful. If you don't have America the Beautiful, it's good, man. 50% off, and it works. If you find it on their website, on their app, I ain't gonna say 100% because there'll be somebody out there that it don't work for, but I'm telling you, almost always it's 50% off. So if you're looking to boondock a little bit and then have that bougie day where you want the swimming pool and the other stuff, use that one. See how that works out for you. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here for the day. You guys let me know what you think. We'll try to save a little bit of money, and I don't want to have to just try to keep reinventing the wheel. So till next week, I'll see you a little later. There's a big world out there. Get out there and see some of our beautiful country. Man, there's a ton of our country out there that just, every time I think I've seen it all, because I've been all over the place, I find some other corner or some. It's like we went into a country store this last time. It was like walking back 100 years. It had the old creaky floors and all the old stuff in it. And get out and find them places. Get off the beaten path. Don't get off the interstates and get into these towns and stuff. They need the business, and you need the adventure. All right. Till next week. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.